Daily morning affirmations that will change your life. Start today. Why your morning voice shapes your life. Every morning you wake up with a quiet moment. This moment is small, but it is powerful. Before the world speaks to you, before your phone lights up, before problems, tasks, and noise arrive, there is a space. That space is your mind. What you say to yourself in that moment matters more than you think. Most people do not notice this moment. They wake up and react. They check messages. They remember problems. They feel stress before their feet touch the floor. Their day begins in defense mode. But some people do something different. They speak first. They choose their words. They choose their direction. They choose their energy. These people use daily morning affirmations. An affirmation is not magic. It is not pretending life is easy. It is not lying to yourself. An affirmation is a direction. It tells your mind where to go. Your brain listens to repetition. Your brain believes what it hears often, especially in the morning. In the morning, your mind is open. It is not fully awake yet. It is like soft clay. Whatever you press into it will leave a mark. That is why mornings matter. Your morning thoughts become your emotional tone. Your emotional tone becomes your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your life. This is not theory. This is daily reality. If you start your day with fear, your actions shrink. If you start your day with doubt, you hesitate. If you start your day with clarity, you move forward. Daily morning affirmations work because they interrupt old patterns. Most people repeat the same thoughts every day. I am tired. I am behind. I am not ready. Life is hard. These thoughts feel normal, but they slowly drain energy. Affirmations replace these thoughts with stronger ones. Not fake ones, not perfect ones, but useful ones. Today is a fresh start. I am stronger than I think. I will not give up. These sentences change posture. They change breathing. They change focus. Small words, big impact. You do not need motivation to start. You need a direction. Affirmations give direction. Think of your mind like a radio. It is always playing something. If you do not choose the station, the world will choose it for you. News, fear, comparison, pressure. Morning affirmations let you choose your station. Calm, strength, purpose. This is why successful people protect their mornings. They do not rush into noise. They create intention. They understand something important. You cannot control everything today, but you can control how you begin. When you begin strong, you respond better later. Problems still appear, but they feel smaller. Stress still comes, but it feels manageable, because your foundation is solid. Daily morning affirmations are not about perfection. Some mornings will feel heavy. Some mornings will feel slow. That is okay. Affirmations are not about forcing happiness. They are about choosing steadiness. You say them even when you do not feel them, especially then. Because feelings follow actions, not the other way around. When you speak strength, your body follows. When you speak calm, your breath slows. When you speak commitment, your mind focuses. This is how change begins, not in big moments, but in quiet mornings. Let us talk about the first core affirmation. Today is a fresh start. This sentence sounds simple, but it is powerful. Most people wake up carrying yesterday, yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's words, yesterday's regrets. They carry them like a heavy bag. This weight slows them down. But today does not need yesterday's weight. Yesterday is finished. You cannot edit it. But today is open. When you say today is a fresh start, You release unnecessary weight. You give yourself permission to begin again. This does not erase lessons, it releases shame. You keep the wisdom, you drop the pain. A fresh start does not mean forgetting, it means choosing differently. Maybe yesterday you wasted time. Today you choose focus. Maybe yesterday you were angry. Today you choose patience. This is power. Every sunrise proves one thing: life continues. Storms end, light returns. You can mirror nature. Each morning resets your inner weather. Another core affirmation is this: I am stronger than I think. Strength is not loud. Strength is not dramatic. Strength is survival. You are still here. You survived days you thought would break you. You survived loss. You survived fear. You survived doubt. That is evidence. Your mind often forgets this. Affirmations remind you. When you say, I am stronger than I think, you activate memory. You remember past victories. Not perfect victories, but real ones. Getting up when you didn't want to, trying again after failure. Strength grows when acknowledged. Another key affirmation is control. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. You cannot control the world, but you can control your inner response. This belief changes everything. Instead of reacting, you choose responding. Instead of panic, you choose pause. This is emotional freedom. Control does not mean suppression, it means awareness. You feel emotions, but they do not drive the car. You drive. Morning affirmations train this muscle. Each morning is practice. Slow practice, gentle practice, but powerful. Another foundation is gratitude. I am grateful for what I have. Gratitude shifts focus from lack to presence. You may not have everything you want, but you have something: air, time, another chance. Gratitude does not remove ambition. It removes bitterness. It creates calm ambition, the kind that lasts. These affirmations do not change life in one day. They change direction. Direction changes everything over time. This is why consistency matters more than intensity. You do not need to shout affirmations. You need to repeat them, quietly, daily, like water on stone. The stone does not break in one drop, but it changes shape over time. Your mind works the same way. Affirmations that build discipline, courage, and responsibility. Motivation is helpful, but it is not reliable. Some mornings you feel inspired. Some mornings you feel empty. Discipline does not wait for mood. Discipline moves anyway. This is where the next group of affirmations becomes important. These affirmations are not about feeling good, they are about becoming strong. One powerful affirmation is this: I am becoming better every day. Growth is quiet, it does not announce itself. Most change happens below the surface, like roots growing underground. People often quit because they do not see progress. They expect big results too fast. But progress is built from small actions. One page read, one walk taken, one honest effort made. When you say, I am becoming better every day, you shift your focus from perfection to progress. This mindset removes pressure. It replaces it with patience. You stop asking, am I good enough? You start asking, what is one small thing I can improve today? This question changes behavior. You stop comparing. You start building. Another essential affirmation is this: I will focus on what I can control. Life brings chaos, unexpected events, other people's moods. You cannot control these things. When you try, you become stressed. When you release them, you become clear. Control lives in action. your effort, your attitude, your response. Focusing on control creates power. Imagine a storm at sea. You cannot stop the waves, but you can steer the ship. This affirmation reminds you where power lives, not in circumstances, but in choice. Each morning when you repeat it, you reduce anxiety because your energy has direction. Another deep affirmation is this: I am worthy of good things. Many people block success without knowing it. They feel undeserving. They feel small. This belief is silent, but it controls decisions. It makes people settle. It makes people hesitate. Worthiness is not earned. It is inherent. You do not need to prove your value to exist. When you affirm worth, you open doors internally. You allow yourself to receive opportunities, support, growth. This belief changes posture. You stand straighter. You speak clearer, because deep inside, you believe you belong. Another core affirmation builds courage. I will not let fear guide my decisions. Fear is natural. Fear is human. Fear protects, but it also limits. Fear exaggerates danger. It whispers doubt. If you listen to fear alone, you stay small. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is movement with fear present. Every achievement in your life required courage, even small ones. Speaking up, trying something new, starting again. This affirmation trains bravery. Each time you say it, you weaken fear's authority. Fear becomes a feeling, not a command. Another powerful shift happens with responsibility. I am responsible for my life. This sentence is uncomfortable for many people because responsibility removes excuses, but it also returns power. Blame feels easier, but it creates helplessness. Responsibility feels heavy, but it creates freedom. When you accept responsibility, you stop waiting. You stop hoping someone will save you. You act. This mindset transforms identity from victim to creator. You may not control the start, but you control the direction. This affirmation builds confidence over time because action builds belief. Another essential affirmation shifts perception. I choose to see opportunities, not obstacles. Your brain looks for what you train it to find. If you expect problems, you see problems. If you expect lessons, you see lessons. This does not deny difficulty, it reframes it. Every challenge carries information, something to learn, something to strengthen. When you see opportunity, you stay engaged. You stop feeling trapped. This mindset increases creativity because your brain searches for solutions. Another affirmation builds emotional health. I will be kind to myself today. Self-criticism feels productive, but it drains energy. Kindness fuels growth. When you treat yourself with patience, you last longer. You recover faster. Kindness does not remove standards, it removes cruelty. You still improve, but without punishment. This changes internal dialogue from attack to support. Support creates sustainability. Another discipline-based affirmation is commitment. I am committed to my goals. Commitment means staying when motivation fades. It means showing up without applause. This affirmation sharpens focus. Distractions lose power. You choose long-term over comfort. Commitment builds identity. You see yourself as someone who finishes. This identity shapes behavior. Finally, in this part, we return to presence. I will live in the present moment. The mind loves time travel. It goes back to regret. It goes forward to worry. Presence brings peace. When you are present, you respond better. You see clearly. You enjoy simple moments. Presence improves work. It improves relationships. Life becomes fuller. These affirmations do not remove challenges. They change how you face them. They build an inner structure, a structure that holds under pressure. The affirmation that changes everything and how to live it daily. There is one affirmation that stands above the rest. It is simple, it is quiet, but it is unstoppable. I will not give up. This sentence does not promise ease, it promises continuation. Life does not require perfection, it requires persistence. Most people do not fail because they lack talent, they fail because they stop. They stop when progress is slow, they stop when results are invisible, they stop when emotions feel heavy. But the ones who change their lives, they keep going. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly, daily. When you say, I will not give up, you remove the exit door. You tell your mind, this path continues. You may slow down, you may rest, but you do not quit. This affirmation builds identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries, you become someone who persists. Identity is stronger than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, identity stays. When persistence becomes identity, failure loses power. Failure becomes feedback. You do not ask, should I quit? You ask, what do I adjust? This shift is everything. Another deep affirmation supports this identity. I trust myself to figure things out. Life rarely gives clear instructions. Most of the time, you learn by doing. This affirmation builds self-trust. Instead of waiting for certainty, you move with courage. Self-trust reduces anxiety. You stop overthinking. You start experimenting. Mistakes become teachers. You realize something important. You have solved problems before. You will solve them again. This belief creates calm confidence. Another affirmation strengthens resilience. Every challenge makes me stronger. Pain changes people. It can harden or it can deepen. When you choose growth, challenges refine you. You become more patient, more aware, more capable. This affirmation reframes struggle, not as punishment, but as training. Athletes grow through resistance, so do minds. When you accept challenge as part of the process, you stop resisting reality. Resistance creates suffering. Acceptance creates momentum. Another powerful affirmation focuses on clarity. I know what matters most today. Clarity removes overwhelm. Most stress comes from confusion, too many tasks, too many expectations. This affirmation narrows focus. You choose one priority, one meaningful action. This makes progress visible. Small wins restore confidence. Momentum builds naturally. Another essential affirmation supports patience. I am patient with my growth. Growth is not linear. Some days feel fast, some days feel stuck. This is normal. Patience prevents quitting. It reminds you seeds take time. Roots grow before results appear. This affirmation calms frustration. It protects long-term vision. Now let us talk about ritual. Affirmations work best when they are practiced consistently. Not perfectly, consistently. A ritual does not need to be long. 5 minutes is enough. Here's a simple structure. Wake up, sit or stand comfortably. Breathe slowly. Choose 3 affirmations. Read them out loud or speak them softly. Pause after each sentence. Let the words settle. Repeat them once more. That's it. Do not rush. This is not a task, it is alignment. Some mornings you will feel the words, some mornings you will not. Both are okay. Consistency matters more than emotion. Over time, these words become beliefs. Beliefs become actions. Actions become habits. Habits become identity. Identity becomes destiny. This is how change happens, not in one dramatic moment, but through daily alignment. You do not need all affirmations every day. Choose what you need. On hard days, choose strength. On busy days, choose focus. On uncertain days, choose trust. Let affirmations serve you. Do not force them. Speak to yourself like someone you care about. Encouraging, honest, supportive. Because the voice you hear most in life is your own. Make it kind. Make it strong. Each morning, you are given a choice: react to the day or create it. Daily morning affirmations are not about controlling life. They are about guiding yourself, one sentence at a time. Start today, not when you feel ready. Readiness comes after action. Start now. Your future self is listening. To support this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Your engagement allows us to keep producing high-quality shadowing lessons for you.